Do you guys ever get involved in something so fully you forget about time and thought? It's like the zone. And it usually happens with like being creative, or you find your thing that you're really, really into and you really enjoy doing it. And this has happened to me the last couple days with drawing. I have never really embraced drawing very much before in painting. I know I can do it, but I've never really like fully dove in to see like how far can I take this. Never taken art classes. I've taken photography classes, but I've never taken any art classes. And I've always been able to look at something and then basically draw it. I don't have proper technique or have, I just kind of put it down on paper. I don't know. And I had this thought yesterday from doing these paintings the last few days and really kind of exploring more of that. Like, why has it taken me this long to be 40 to fully embrace being creative? I was thinking about that on the way home. I feel like there was a little part of me that was like, why did I waste all that time not doing something that I'm naturally comes to me, but not exploring that? I've never really thought of myself as an artist until the last few years. And it's just kind of starting to really come out. And I'm finding also it's helping to draw and paint my emotions too. And so I'm like, what could happen if I were to really like apply myself to this? Maybe do a drawing every day, a watercolor every day. Find my style, which I feel like I'm starting to find it. I'm enjoying doing like a sketch and then watercoloring it and then doing acrylic pens on top. So it feels very more illustraty like, but it feels like me. It feels like that's my personality. And so like how far, if I really like tried, how could I like, where could I take this? I mean, first and foremost, I need to do it because it makes me happy. And not because I'm trying to do it for other people. There's so many things in my life that I do. Almost everything in my life I do for other people. I don't just do it because it makes me happy and because I really love how it turned out. And I'm happy with it. I'm always trying to like make someone else happy with a picture or when I crochet, I don't ever crochet for myself. I'm always crocheting for other people. And so I think first I need to embrace it as something that makes me happy. And that's the first emotion and the first instinct that I need to like train into myself. And then if it happens to make other people happy, great. Wonderful. Wonderful. I've actually last night and this morning I've been doing a little bit of sketching. Fall is my favorite time of year. Jared and I got married in the fall. In fact, our 19-year wedding anniversary is coming up this October. And so I'm always I'm drawn towards drawing fall type pictures. And so this is like one I'm always inspired by songs too. So this is kind of like inspired by the 5 Little Pumpkins. You know, the 5 Little Pumpkins sitting on a gate chant for kids that, oh my gosh, every Halloween when I was a teacher, over and over and over again. But I want to watercolor it and make this really pretty fall scene. And I am really happy. I'm kind of taking some time too to like put a little bit more detail into the sketches as well. And then the other one I've been wanting to do is a kestrel with a black ribbon being held in its talons, because that represents my sister, Sarah. Her outdoor school name was Kestrel. She's known in the camp and outdoor school community and people who really know and love her as Kestrel. And so I have been working on a kestrel with a black ribbon being held. I'm not, it's getting closer. I keep kind of like tweaking it. I might be starting to get to the overthinking of it. But I think maybe I need to just throw some color on there. And I find the more, especially when I get to the watercolor part of it, the less I can think and just kind of almost throw color on, the better it actually turns out. And not overly process it. Oh, I've actually got 4. I forgot about this guy. So this is a picture of a turtle I took in Hawaii, and I took some time last night and studied it. Jared actually helped me a little bit because I was getting the perspective all weird. But this is a sea turtle that is in actually the pictures from the aquarium that they have there in Maui. But I just am in love with sea turtles, clearly. I've made my logo a sea turtle, and I wear a sea turtle all the time. So I'm really happy with it, but it took some, I was like, this looks weird. Why does the head look weird? And Jared kind of was able to come in with like fresh eyes and be like, look at the distance between the fin and the head, and like, look at the picture. And I was like, oh, I made that part too big or too long or whatever. So it was helpful. And then of course I have this, like, when I think of Halloween, I have this like, and I think it comes from, if you guys have ever seen Young Frankenstein, the initial intro, like, orchestra type music, and it's like a haunted house castle on a hill, right? And so I always think of that at Halloween time. So I working on like a Halloween haunted house painting. And we've got some gravestones and a path winding through the graves. And I put a little ghost on top of this guy. I thought it was just something that is always in my head, and I always wanted to make like a little spooky scene. So we'll see how the watercolor goes. I haven't really watercolored something this detailed before, so I'm gonna have to go slowly, I think, and start off with really, really watered down watercolored, and then go back in with the darker to highlight and put shadows and stuff in. So yeah, I spent a lot of time last night and this morning doing some sketches. And I think I'm gonna take some time tonight to start putting some watercolor on these and seeing. Depending how they turn out, I may pop them up on Printify. Maybe some of these might make some good cards, like thank you cards. I don't know how like good of a resolution it'll be because it's on smaller paper to like blow it up to poster size, but we'll see. But yeah, and there'll be some like fall inspired stuff. So I'm trying to talk myself into like that I haven't wasted time not pursuing this, and that it's just now is the time that I'm supposed to really get into this and explore. Yeah. So it's making me feel so peaceful too. Like after I drew a little bit yesterday before work, and I just felt so relaxed before going to work. And so that's like the other component, is it's just so calming to do. I think it's because I really do. I'm so focused on trying to like whatever image I have in my head or the image I'm looking at, like a photo or something from a picture I took, and trying to translate that into like a drawing. It takes all of my energy, and so all of my like overly thinking brain just goes and turns off. And yeah, it's a super, super helpful tool. Never even thought about it as a tool. So all right, well, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to get ready to go to work, but I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Give drawing something a try. Like I said, like I have no experience with like how to draw at all. I'm just and I think the less you think about it, the better the process is for you, right? Don't worry about the outcome. Just put it down on paper. See what happens. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.